Ordering and evaluating JSTs. The Chancellor's Office Veteran Sprint has 3 goals. Goal 1 is to upload all your enrolled military students' JSTs and MAP by November 11th. In order to get these JSTs, you have to get student authorization. Student authorization previously used to use an opt-out method where if you emailed a student and they didn't respond back to opting out, that meant you could order them. That no longer is the case. You now have to get the consent signed off by the student, whether that can be on CCC Apply or student intake form. We'll show a few examples of what that looks like. Here you can see an example of what it looks like on CCC Apply. On the top left is a question asking their military status, and below that will be the question of giving that authorization. If they have any questions about Joint Services Transcripts or CPL, they can hover over the question mark for a very helpful tooltip. What does it look like on a student intake form or SOP? There's 2 examples here. So there's Santa Ana College and San Diego Community College District. As you can see on both of them, the very last question is giving consent to order those Joint Services transcript on behalf of the student. Who orders them and how often? Here's a list of commonly identified points of contact. Do recommend that you have at least 2 points of contact per college. And lastly, our suggested cadence to order these is on a weekly basis for you to keep up with the amount of students that you have. Know before you go, the only information that you need to order JSTs is the social security numbers of your students. We do have a few tips listed here when it comes to staying organized and ordering these JSTs. One would be an Excel query where you have more student information and you can mark off any students that had social security numbers returned as invalid, track which students you've already ordered for and which still require requests. You can also create a folder in your email inbox that automatically adds the DoD email address, and that allows you to have all your JSTs in one place. How do I order them? Step 1, you have to submit an academic account request form to the DoD to get credentials. On the left is an old form that you might have seen before. However, the DoD has updated it to be the form on the right, and it must be submitted electronically. We put in red the checkbox that you would want to check off for this process. Step 2 is you're going to go to the DoD and log in with your granted credentials. We're going to start the bulk ordering process, which is requesting multiple transcripts at a time rather than going one by one. So once you're logged in, you're going to go to bulk order transcripts, and you have 2 options. So you can either enter the social security numbers in this list view, as seen right here. However, there is a limit of a maximum of 25 entries at a time. Therefore, we suggest option 2, which, going back to this, if you select by CSV line, it'll take you to option 2. And this is where you can order more than 25 at a time, which is why we recommend it. Once you click save, you'll get a confirmation. And this process will take about 5 to 10 minutes to get your order reviewed and approved. Once placed, you'll be able to see if any social security numbers are not found. Now, why would they not be found? There's a few different reasons. The service member could be Air Force, Space Force, or it could be an incorrect social security number. If one or more of your students were Air Force or Space Force, they won't have a JST unless they meet one of 2 things. They either took another service course that has ACE Military Guide credit, or they took an Air Force, Space Force course that has ACE Military Guide credit. If a student does not have a JST but was in the Air Force, please go to the Community College of the Air Force website to order that Air Force transcript. We still recommend creating a student in MAP and attaching this transcript to their profile. Step 5, we're going to view those ordered transcripts. So you're going to click Bulk Order Transcripts View. Once you're in here, your transcripts will be available in 1 to 2 days. You can save them as a PDF in your secure folder and they'll stay in your queue for 30 days. How do I input these JSTs into MAP, and what would be the benefit of putting these into MAP? Well, rather than manually separating these JSTs one by one and then loading them into your imaging system such as OnBase, Web Perspective, Viatron, MAP handles the work for you. So with just a single PDF with multiple JSTs on it, those JSTs are automatically split into individual profiles and ready for you to download, making this process a lot faster and easier. So we'll see here, if you log into MAP on the link above, enter your email or username and your password. If you do not have an account, you can request an account, and one of our team members will email your MAP ambassador to get approval, or if you forgot your username and password, that's going to be on the left-hand side. Once logged in, you can check your role at the top, and you either have to be listed as ambassador, initiator, or student intake aide in order to upload these JSTs. We're going to click the student CPL intake on the left-hand side, and you'll be taken to this page. On the top, we'll click Upload JSTs. Then you'll click Upload here, and you can select through your files. You can either do one at a time, you can do multiple at a time, or you can do one PDF with multiple JSTs. Once they're done loading, you'll get this notification pop up here showing that there were multiple JST files identified on the PDF, and they were all separated individually and successfully. If you close out of that and you scroll down, you'll see those profiles right here on the bottom. And on the left, there is a checkbox right over here, and you can select it and you can download JSTs, and it'll download all these JSTs into a secure zip file for you. If you have any questions about this process, please use the help chat on the bottom right-hand corner, and a customer success manager will get back to you shortly.